Hello, this is Eric Aft with Second Harvest Food Bank with another Backstage Pass. Great to be with you. Today, we want to talk about disaster response. It's very timely because of events in Forsyth County related to the water main break. Now, disaster response is actually a core piece of what we do, but sometimes we really don't highlight it that much. So we thought we'd take time in a two-parter to talk to you about some of the activities that we undertake when we focus on disaster response. Today, I want to talk about the water, the beverages, and the food that we provide when we are responding to disaster. Now, the first thing to think about is preparation. You hear this on the news, it's just like it's hurricane season, make sure you have a hurricane response kit and all that kind of stuff. Make sure you're ready. At the food bank, that is a huge focus. We have a detailed disaster response plan that we review, and it's actually just been thoroughly updated. And we actually look at disasters in various tiers as well to know how our response will take place, how we will bring people together on our team, and who we will engage in the community as we go about response. So I'm standing right next to a big pallet of water. We were very honored to work with the City of Winston-Salem, Forsyth County, the American Red Cross, and others to help individuals impacted by the water main break in Forsyth County. It hit 200,000 residents, so it was a big one. Fortunately, it wasn't long-term in nature. So distributing about 55 pallets of water really handled that need for at least the time being. We also made sure over the weekend when floods hit Surrey and Stokes counties that we reached out to emergency management and our partner agencies that are already on the ground to say, how are things going? What do you need? Fortunately, they had things well handled and they didn't need our specific help right away. But as we emphasized, we are here and we're ready to go at any time. So water is a big part of disaster relief. You want to make sure that people have access to as much water as they need, whether it's for cooking or drinking or for hygiene. Very critical. We're very thankful for folks like Food Lion, Publix, Lowe's Foods, and others who stepped up right away to help with water supplies. And we rely on folks like that and the community at large to step forward to help us in those times of need. And of course, we generally have something on hand so we can move immediately, and that's critical. The next piece is food. Now, in a disaster, often electricity is lost. So we have to think about it from the standpoint of what can people eat that they don't have to heat on a stove or put in an oven. So that starts with pop-top items. So here we've got things just like beef stew. Now, nobody loves cold beef stew, but if you need to, it's an option. The same thing true about canned meats. This happens to be canned tuna, but we also often do canned chicken as well, and then we can do crackers and things like that. Same thing with peanut butter. You know, pop it open, you can eat out of a spoon, put it on crackers, easy to do, no electricity needed. It's one of my favorite things to do. And then you can also look at vegetables and things. Here's some potatoes along those lines. Again, pop top, easy to get open. It's good to eat. Again, not warm, but in the case of Hurricane Helene, a lot of propane tanks that were used, but also open fires were used to pour in a pot, heat it up, and put it together as some kind of soup or stew. That was a very common activity. Also, just quick bites, especially for kids, fruit snacks. A great quick item to pick me up, but also provides a little extra nutrients. And same thing, like this kind of bag that provides an assortment of things. That is our work. We literally do this multiple times a year. Small, large disasters, we are there. Our partner agencies are embedded in the 18 counties, so we can operate immediately when disaster hits. We don't have to set up new activities, but we can also do just that. And we'll talk about that next time. Importantly, when you support Second Harvest Food Bank, you're ensuring that we respond to the small disasters that face families every single day struggling to put food on the table. After all, if you don't have the funds or the ability to put a meal in front of your family, that is a disaster. But we're also there when it hits neighborhoods, counties, and larger communities. That's what your support does, and it makes a huge difference. Next time, we're going to talk about how we get this food to where it's needed most. Because in a disaster, it can be tricky, it can be sometimes dangerous, but we are there and we respond. Look forward to seeing you next time on Backstage Pass.